Hi there. My name is Veronica Irwin, and I'm the regulatory reporter at Unchained. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Kristin Smith, and I'm the CEO of the Blockchain Association.
And we're coming to you from the Blockchain Association's Policy Summit in Washington, D.C. this week. So just to start, I'm curious what you think are the top 3 ways the industry can really take advantage of the November wins.
Yeah, no, we're really excited to have both a pro-crypto president as well as a pro-crypto bipartisan Congress. So I think this is a real opportunity for the crypto industry. I think, as you know, we've been boxed into a corner over the past couple of years. And now I think this is going to be the time where we can actually get policy done. I think what's going to be different this time is that we're going to have a regulatory pathway in addition to a legislative pathway. And so I think between those two, we'll be able to get the right market structure in place and clarity in place. But in addition to that, we really also need to solve the debanking issue. That is something that has plagued a lot of companies in this industry. And then on top of that, we would love to see some sort of protections that are enacted to protect self-custody, because that's such an important part of our ecosystem.
And I mean, like you're saying, a lot can get done now that there's a lot more pro-crypto people really across the board of all different branches of government. How quickly should we expect things to get done? Like, how likely is it that we get, market structure and stablecoin legislation?
I mean, I think within the next 2-year period, we're going to make a lot of progress. Yeah, I think pieces of it can be done via rulemaking, which can take 18 months to get fully completed if done quickly. And legislation takes a while as well. But I know that in our conversations with many of our guests here today who've come to speak, they're very eager in Congress to get moving quickly. And I think the regulators are interested in moving quickly as well. So yeah, it'll certainly be a welcome change of pace compared to what we've had to deal with.
And if things do go that quickly, and we see a lot of these discussions that we're talking about at the conference this year solved in the next 18 months, what's next? Like, what do you think we'll be talking about at a summit 2 years from now?
Well, hopefully we'll have solved all of our problems. But no, listen, I think if Congress does do legislation, there would probably be rulemaking. It does take time for all of this to happen. But I think what's important is that as long as it's on the pathway, then I think businesses overseas who may have left because of the uncertain environment here, they'll feel that they can come back to the United States because it's safe and they know there's a pathway and they can start preparing to be regulated in that way. I also think for the institutional investors and some retail investors, they will have more comfort knowing that there's a structure in place. And so I think it's going to mean a lot more investment and a lot more building here in the United States, just to know that at least from the top, we have the right kind of attitude that this is something we want to keep here in the U.S. and we want crypto to win. And it's just going to be, I think, a really welcome change.
And then one topic that I think is a little bit less obvious is, we have our new SEC chair. We're probably going to hear about the CFTC chair relatively soon. We learned that Caroline Crenshaw is not going to be reconfirmed this session today while the summit was going on. Once all these people are in place or not in place, what can the industry do to encourage rulemaking or like regulatory clarity from this?
Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to have any problem with the current slate of commissioners and the chairs of the commissions that come in. I think they're going to want to do this. And I think they're going to want to do this because Congress is going to want to do them to do this, and the president's going to want them to do this. And I think if you're, a regulator, this is a really special opportunity to put your mark onto the regulatory environment and to create something new. And I think that there's a lot more enthusiasm than there was in the past. And so yeah, I don't think we're going to have to do much. I do think what the industry is going to have to do, though, is have really serious conversations about what kind of regulation makes the most sense and do it in a way that works for everyone. I think the problem we've had with some of the legislative proposals in the past is they've favored certain parts of the industry over others. And we really need the industry to come together to recognize one another and what they need and find something that works for all of the market participants so that it's a lasting framework that meets the growing needs of the ecosystem.
Got it. Well, I think that's a good place to end it. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thanks, Veronica.